So I'm standing at what was once White's Tavern, and this is the owner. It is actually a private home owned by your name.
My name is Lorraine Busk, and this is my granddaughter, Katie Neville.
Hey, Katie.
And we live here.
And can you tell me a little bit of history about this house?
Well, in 1781, when Rochambeau landed in Providence, he brought his army down the Norwich-Hartford Highway and stopped here for lunch. And his soldiers stopped in the fields across the way to bivouac as he was going to meet Washington in Wethersfield and then go on his way to fight the Revolutionary War. And then in late 1781, he stopped here again on his way to Provincetown to bring his troops back to France. Approximately 5,000 troops did pass by this house, and Rochambeau did stop here.
Okay, thank you. This house again is a private residence, and it's on a road called Hutchinson Road, which was an old alignment of Route 6. And this was the actual road that Rochambeau and his troops walked down. And I just happened to find it and stop here and found Lorraine.
Yes.
Lorraine walking out of her house just by happenstance, and I think it's great luck. So can you pan a little bit here? But at the time you had no idea that it was a
at the time we had no idea that the house had any historic significance other than the fact that the architecture said that it was a colonial home.
Okay.
In 1976, our town historian wrote us a letter and told us that the house had historic significance in as much as he knew that Rochambeau had stopped at the house 2 times.
Okay, so you found out through Rochambeau's journals.
We learned of this through Philip Brass, our town historian, and he led us to the person that translated Rochambeau's journals.
And now you are in possession of it.
And so we had the Rochambeau's journal. At a given point, I don't recall what the date is at the moment, the Connecticut Historical Society was interested in putting the house on the National Register for Historical Places, and put the house through a study, and it was on the Connecticut Register of Historical Places, and then about a year later it became affirmed that it would be accepted, and it was accepted on the National Register of Historical Places. We've had many reenactments, many Rochambeau reenacting Rochambeau stop here to visit. We've had many social functions going on. The house has been a pleasure. I don't know what else to tell you.
Say that again. How do you like living in the colonial house?
I like it a lot.
And what do you like about it?
I like that there's, well, do you see that little house over there?
Yeah.
Well, it's a storage house. It's it's a storage house for now.
Uh-huh.
It's where my mom keeps my baby toys.
Oh, okay. And is that a very old house?
Yes, it is.
Yeah? Do you think...
One time while I was on vacation, it got a hole in it, but my cousins thankfully fixed it.
Oh, very good. And what's your name again?
Caitlin Victoria Neville.
Very good.